Hello and welcome to Food in Provence. I'm Hannah and I'm here to help you how to live a healthier and happier life. Now in my last video I talked about the toxicity of the vegetable oils and margarines, and I promised you to show you which oils I use in the kitchen. And you shouldn't be afraid of fats because healthy fats are very important in our diet. In fact, fats as a part of healthy meals slow down the absorption of the meal, and they keep us full for a longer time, and we don't need to eat between the meals and we are not binging and so on. So don't be afraid of fats. So I will talk about which oils I use daily in my kitchen, and of course we are here in Provence, so Provence is very well known for its olive trees. So of course the choice number one for me will be olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Of course, if you are living in a colder climate in northern Europe or elsewhere, your choice number one might be different from me, because we should use oils which are produced locally. So extra virgin olive oil is produced more or less the same way as for thousands and thousands of years. So olives are picked sometime between November and January, and they are crushed between steel rollers. Years ago it was done by stone rollers, and you can see in Provence, when you visit Provence, you can see these steel rollers in some gardens. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is very healthy, of course. It's a part of Mediterranean diet, which is by nutrition experts considered very healthy. And you can see that it's stored in glass dark bottle. So you should really take care, keep it away from sunlight and store it in a glass bottle. If you can get olive oil which is a little bit cloudy, it's even better. If not, extra virgin olive oil produced locally, if you have the chance, it's the best option. Why glass bottles? Because as you can see in the supermarkets, vegetable oils are stored in plastic bottles, and we know that BPA or bisphenol A, which is a very toxic substance, is leaching from these plastic bottles into the oils, and this is very unhealthy and we should avoid it. So always take care that it's in the glass bottle. So the choice number two for me will be coconut oil. Although it's not produced locally, coconut oil, especially extra virgin or virgin coconut oil, is so healthy that it would be a shame not to use. I use it in raw desserts, in homemade cosmetics, as a carrier oil for essential oils. Coconut oil has many benefits. It's antifungal. One of the benefits is that it contains so-called lauric acid. Lauric acid is an acid which is also in mother's milk. That's very interesting. So you can use virgin coconut oil with high temperatures in Indian kitchen, or as I told you, raw desserts or for cosmetics. It is very good for removing makeup, which I use every day. Next choice is ghee. I make my own ghee because it's very simple. You just take organic butter and you simmer it for a long time, about 20-30 minutes, until all of the water evaporates and milk solids separate, and you just sieve the fat, and you have ghee. or clarified butter, and you can use it also at very high temperatures because it's stable, and it's also very healthy, and it can be also used by lactose intolerant people who don't cannot use butter, so it's also a very good option. Next here I have duck fat, which I also often use for baking, for example. Duck fat is one of the traditionally used fats together with tallow or lard. All these fats were traditionally used by populations around the world. These tallow, lard and duck fat were mainly used in the northern part where they didn't have, for example, olive oil. But unfortunately, after Ancel Keys published his findings, many of these traditional fats were replaced by vegetable oils. Unfortunately, because as I told you in my last video, if you haven't seen it, watch it, it's very interesting. So unfortunately these traditional oils or fats were replaced by vegetable oils and by margarine. And my last choice would be palm oil, unrefined palm oil. You can see that it has an interesting reddish color, which says that it has many beneficial carotenoids, and it's antibacterial, as is also coconut oil. But I use it very sparingly, as on the market today there are many refined and processed options for red palm oil, so you should also always make sure that you choose a sustainable source. So I hope you learned a lot in this video. If yes, share it, comment it, like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!